Hello and welcome to an album a day, day 289, going through my vinyl collection, an album or so, or a vinyl or so at a time. Today we're back to albums. We're back into the treasure trove that was sent to me by my dear friend Mark Roback of the 70s Weekly Countdown with Mark and Pete. Go check out their podcast, guys. It comes out once a month. They typically cover a different week from the 70s and the top countdown. They got some Casey Kasem. They got some great memories and nostalgia in those songs. Some great, some not so great, but that's the way it rolls. If you have been following that show and you recently have discovered that they aren't having any new episodes, they have changed their distributors. So you'll want to delete that and then go find their new distributor. Just type in their name in the search engine, 70S Weekly Countdown with Mark and Pete. Probably put 70S Weekly and you'll probably get it, but you'll want to connect to their new distributors so that you'll get all the episodes. Now they only have a couple up, but that's because it takes a while to transition everything. It has to be done manually most of the time. So that's going to take a while, but they will get there. And in the meantime, there's a couple shows already available. But Mark was nice enough to go through his collection and send me some vinyls, which I dearly appreciate, just like Pete did last year. So I'm getting a lot of love from this podcast, which is great. They've been on my show. I've been on their show. I was on an episode in July, had an absolute blast. But today we are talking about an album that I was not able to identify the year. There were a couple of different options, and I'm just not sure which one it is. Even looking at the etchings, looking at the record number, all that stuff, not able to determine it just yet. But I will tell you who it is. It's Linda Ronstadt and the Greatest Hits Volume 2. Which is really interesting because that means that she has enough hits to get to 2 volumes. And that was a long time ago, I'm sure. So who knows? There could be like 15 of these things running around out there. But this is the cover. Very nice, very elegant. It's supposed to give the vibes of a photo album I'm getting because of this this crease. But it's really more like a desk calendar or a what were they, like the day timer, but the ones that you would just sit on your desk and like you lock them into the little rubber simulated leather looking corners so that it wouldn't slide all over your desk. But it's very, very nicely done. That's a nice picture of Linda, but I do like this one on the back a little bit better. This does open. It is a gatefold, which is really cool because best ofs a lot of times don't have that, but what you get is lyrics, which is almost, I have not seen a lot of best of albums where they come with lyrics. I just haven't. So that's really nice. But it doesn't open like fully because there's no crease whatsoever on here. So I want to keep it as pristine as possible. There is a little bit of, there's like a dent right here. I think there was, right here along the spine, there's just like a little bit of a dent. Not a huge deal though. I mean, for the most part, it's heavily intact, I'll say. But what else is cool is the vinyl. And I'll get back to the cover in a minute. But what's nice is the vinyl. I can slide that out right there. Interesting the way that they choose to do this. So Asylum puts their logo at the top in the black. They put all the wording in silver on top of orange, which is very hard to read. I don't know why you would do that, but they did. I probably would have put the logo in black inside the orange and then use like a white or a gray up in the like the top section here to fill in song titles and all those good things that we need to have on an album. But I do like that it's a nice Halloween color, so it's kind of perfect for this time of year. Really can't complain about that. But what's interesting is the way that they did the album cover. So I want to show you. They put the songs on the front, very easy to read. On the back they list what is it here? They have the list of songs. But it is so dark against this dark blue background that it's really difficult to read. Again, I don't know who thinks these things through. I don't know who approves them, but they end up the way they end up. But there are a couple songs that I knew on here already, not all of them. There is It's So Easy, I Can't Let Go, Hurt So Bad, Not Hurt So Good. That's John Cougar Mellencamp. Blue Bayou is one that I knew. How Do I Make You, Back in the USA, Ooh Baby Baby. Yeah, that's on there. Poor, Poor, Pitiful Me, Tumblin' Dice, Just One Look. That's another one that I knew and absolutely love. And then we end with Someone to Lay Down Beside Me. Lots of cool stuff on this album, I have to say, and the condition of it is great. Thank you so much, Mark. Guys, seriously, check out the 70s Weekly Countdown with Mark and Pete. It's an excellent show. especially if you grew up in the 70s, if you listen to a lot of Casey Kasem on the weekends. I know that I certainly did. Used to love his show. But yeah, a lot of great stuff on this album, and really dig it. Check out Mark and Pete at the 770S Weekly Countdown with Mark and Pete. You can also find them on Blue Sky and Twitter. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Remember, tomorrow I may not do one because I will be busy promoting the new EP that releases tomorrow, my Four Seasons EP, music I wrote a long time ago, but I did just completely revamp Autumn's Rain, and that video released today. So that's out there on my Facebook page, on YouTube, so feel free to look for that. And yeah, great stuff, guys. I hope that you have a wonderful evening. Cheers.